powerful pictures which are getting from inside the Kedarnath Dham, which is of course is thronged by so many Hindu devotees because it's considered to be the holiest shrine. Mr. Shantanu Gupta, to understand the importance, I remember when in 2013 those massive ravaging floods took place. If there's something which stood out was that the entire temple was completely unscathed. The power of Shiv, the power of faith is something which was reiterated, and I think that's also the message which perhaps is being sent out today.
I think you're right. In 2013 floods, the massive floods, though a lot of facilities got devastated, for a lot of the facilities for the Shraddhalus to visit the Kedarnath temple, but the main shrine structure was intact, right? And how the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is asserting back the Indian identity, the cultural identity, and going back, as I think you were telling, it is the 5th visit of Prime Minister, and he's standing with the Astha and Vikas together. And we have seen also in his own constituency, Kashi, how he's working for the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. And from Kashi to Kedarnath, he's unapologetic about it, that India is a country which has Astha in Ram, which has Astha in Shiva, and he will make sure to assert that. And also on the economic parameter, I was checking that almost there are 200 towns in India which run on religious tourism. Tirupati is almost a 3,000 crore rupees economy. Even just Ganesh Visarjan in Mumbai itself is a 500 crore rupees economy. Kanwar Yatra, a lot of people hate it. It's a 500 crore rupees economy. So he's also establishing in the process, and we have seen how grand celebration was celebrated in Ayodhya, led by Yogi Adityanath yesterday, and now Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Kedarnath. And that's the cultural entity of India, a civilization which is the only ancient civilization, and a lot of things to be taught by India to the world. So I think a very right moment.
Yes, and he's, I think, just kind of finishing his puja over here in Kedarnath, reaches there early in the morning and after prayers. This is the 5th visit of the Prime Minister really to Kedarnath, and you're right, absolutely, Shantanu. It's not just about the economics of it all. I mean, of course, the biggest thing is the faith of the people in these shrines, and especially the Kedarnath shrine. But I remember when in 2013 those ravaging floods had taken place, people were worried, how soon will that reconstruction take place, how soon will the lives of the people actually go back on track. But look at the Adi Shankaracharya shrine itself, completely destroyed almost during the floods. There was a commitment, I remember, which went in from the government and from the Prime Minister. We are going to rebuild it soon. So indigenous support and rapid building, reconstruction, and keeping all the norms in place. That's also a message of Vikas, of development, and the fact that we can do it. We can come out of all the problems we face and the difficulties we face.
Also a symbol of that even if something like 2013 floods come, we will come back. The main structure was intact, the Astha was intact, but how Prime Minister Narendra Modi kept his commitment and following all the environmental norms, as you rightly pointed out. And today, I think, to my understanding, he will unveil almost a 12-feet statue of Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya was the uniter of India. We talk about Sardar Patel as the uniter of India, and it's very interesting that how Sardar Patel was forgotten, Adi Shankaracharya was forgotten in modern India, and Narendra Modi is the one who established these legends back. The Adi Shankaracharya, the earlier version of Sardar Patel who united India, and then Sardar Patel himself, which was forgotten in this personalities of Nehru and Gandhi by Congress. Now these are getting established back. So that's also an interesting message.
Absolutely. Mr. Gopal Krishna Agarwal is also now with us. He's the BJP spokesperson. I'm seeing some tweets which are coming in and which are very dismissive, I would say, if we want to, as far as the visuals are also being played out, that there are other important issues which also needs to be reflected. But to see religion only as politics, I guess that's where which I would say is a mistake which perhaps is being made, and also the fact that you're belittling the faith and astha of the people.
So, politics and religion, they are two aspects of the national development. Politics itself has to be separated from religion, but you cannot separate your personal astha, what you call, from yourself. The thing is that India is a majority Hindu population country. India's ethos, India's culture, India's festivals, India's philosophy, all are based on the Hinduism. So these things cannot be separated from the whole political narration, discourse, everything. But the thing is that the governance has to not look into governance has to be separated from the religion. This is the really rightly brought about by Narendra Modi ji in his 7 years of governance in the as a prime minister. His governance issues, whether it is welfare of the people, economic development, or growth initiatives, all have no connotation about one particular religion or etc. But the national pride, national integrity, national thought, philosophy, all those are seeing the sign of what we as a party believe into, that this is a majority, this country is truly secular because of its basic thought of Hinduism. These two things are complicated, but they have been very well integrated into ground action by the Prime Minister. We believe in what our cultural ethos are there. We want to bring them to the world. We want to take them further to build the national pride, icons of national pride like Ram Janmabhoomi, Ayodhya, Somnath. All these issues are very important for the integration of the country. You cannot just ignore the feeling of the majority of the country and falsely give a narration to the secularism.
Yes, and more than
But
that,
governance
Mr. Agarwal,
has to be
Adi
separate from-
Shankaracharya, he took samadhi at this spot, and Adi Shankaracharya is known and for unifying Hinduism, and in that sense, I think it's the power of the samadhi and his statue which is going to be now manifested and reflected today. But you know what, Mr. Shantanu, we were talking about a short while back. Apart from the religious aspect from it, there is a reason behind this. The Prime Minister's office also understood and realized that it's not just about faith, it is also about development of that particular area. See, 2013, there's still many parts of in and around Uttarakhand, in Uttarakhand specifically and around Kedarnath, where, you know, I think the ravages are still being faced to a limited extent. People are still recovering from that. So a Kedarnath Dham plus Adi Shankara statue, that is something which is going to really add on to the tourist inflow. In fact, I'm just going to come back to you, Shantanu. Let me just take a quick word in.